This is Matthew Silver, and I'm with Raw Art TV. Was that it?
Yo, you're so silly.
Raw Art TV.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Mars Mercury here with Raw Art TV. Today I had to come to Washington Square Park to interview the legendary Matthew Silver. He gonna introduce himself. We gonna get to know him and see what he's about. I'm sure y'all seen him around, but I'm sure y'all also want to know who he is and what he do, and yeah. So.
Hey, so how's it going?
What's up? What's up? And what's good?
What's going on? Tell me.
So normally I ask a question like, what's the source that make you gifted? Which is just basically saying
source?
like, yeah. So it's like basically saying like, what do you do?
What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, there's my intention,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the interpretation of what people think I do.
Okay.
So my intention is I'm using the performing to shift the entire planet to love consciousness in a weird way, in my own unique way.
Right.
And then the perception could be that guy is off his knocker. That guy is a weirdo. That guy's strange. Get him away from me.
I love it though, because I feel like you're very expressive and you are, you know, showing people to be brave and basically bringing awareness to just being yourself, and it's okay to just come out here and perform. So how long have you been like performing out here and as a street performer?
I've been doing it, I guess, an expansive time of like 11 years, but it hasn't been consistent. It's been doing it for 2 years, take a year off. I do it when I can. Unfortunately, it doesn't make a lot of money, so I'm not out. Like, people say they see me all the time, but really, I manage to maybe be out here like maybe 50 to 100 times a year, maybe.
Interesting. I guess that's
That's
good.
not a lot.
Yeah,
that's
not
not
a
all
lot.
the time.
Yeah,
But
when
you know,
think
you
about
do it enough, people recognize you. So.
Right. And then it's so unique too. So it's like you're automatically drawing people to you. So that's another part of the reason why people do recognize you. But I do want to get to know, like, who was Matthew as a child? Like, what were you like in school?
I was the dork of elementary school and the geek of high school. So I was like, I tried to be a class. I always wanted the I always wanted the attention to be funny, that funny guy, because I was inspired by like Steve Martin, Andy Kaufman, Eddie Murphy, all the people from Saturday Night Live at the time. That was my era, because they were all making movies at the time. They were always funny. So I wanted to be the funny guy, but I wasn't very good growing up. Very good, like I was socially awkward, but I would always do something in class, like and people might think I was trying to be funny, but I don't know,
I think you are funny.
Sometimes I'm funny. Sometimes I make people laugh. They're crying out of their eyeballs, and sometimes people are like, "What are you doing?
Right.
You attention whore."
So what are some like good things you've learned about street performances, and like some challenges you may have faced doing it?
It's a good question. Good things is that I learned to grow patience. Yeah, I mean, you need to be out and doing something that's new and unique. You can't think that it's all going to come to you like
in a
that.
quickness, right? I agree.
And then the other thing I learned is that you have to be careful of doing the same thing over and over again, which is something that a wall that I've been hitting, because I have been doing. I need to learn how to throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing, because you got to make it interesting to yourself. You know, you got to keep it fun. If you don't keep it fun, sometimes doing the same thing over and over again,
it gets boring.
Right, and it'll drive you nuts.
Right, true.
And
I agree. That brings me to my next question, right? So when you come out and you perform, do you plan what you're gonna do, or do you just like come out and wing it?
I wing it because back in the days I had problems planning, and I would plan so much that I never performed. And so I was like, I'm tired of all this planning. I'm like, I gotta bring it out.
Gotta let it go. Let loose. How is it performing in New York City? And like, how is it different performing in like other places? Because I remember you said you was on tour not too long ago.
Yeah, no, cities are very, these days, because of globalization, I found that cities are very similar. Because you got like a whole like international flux of people from all over the world.
Right.
Cities are, the places where I can perform though, is, I will not risk it because is small towns. Because either you got seriously, like I wear a woman's bathing suit.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of homophobic people that still like exist in the world, and they still get very there's still like, you know, you.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
But I found that in the city, it's just like very interesting. People are open.
Very open, yeah.
Because you in the city, you're experiencing all kinds of wackadoodles every day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True. I definitely agree with that. So why do you wear the women's bathing suits, and like, how do you pick out your costumes?
It's a good question. I need to throw a monkey wrench. I've been wearing a woman's bathing suit now for like 4 years, and I don't know. I thought it's funny, like a man wearing women's clothing. But then you also have cross dressers that just love wearing women's clothing. But I do it for the funny. But now I've been doing it for a long time, so it's like you get attached to a certain look.
Yeah.
But then you're like, I've been doing this for a long time. I gotta change it up. What's wrong with me? I don't know.
Right.
What's wrong? Nothing's wrong with me. It's
nothing
perfect.
wrong. I mean, maybe you're just comfortable with what you're wearing, you know? I do feel like you should try new costumes. I mean, but majority of the time you're naked. You have on underwear.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go naked in public because it's against the law.
Yeah.
But I actually.
But you did do, well, not fully naked, but like in underwear.
Yeah. No, I actually went full naked, but there was a gray zone, and I did it at Times Square.
What? In Times Square?
Yeah, but it was a collaboration with a body painter. So this is the gray zone for being naked in public in New York City.
Yeah. You gotta.
When it's art.
Yeah.
When it's art. Like Andy Gullub, he's been known of people of all different colors or races, just get them naked, paint them on their body, and then it's art, and they're naked, but you see their little privates, and
but it's art because I mean it's body painting.
It's body painting.
Which is, I feel like that, that's something that's been really popular, but I feel like it's even more popular now. So tell me about the props that you come out and perform with. You have the unicorn, you have the chicken head, you have your heart promoting the love, and then you have these chicken legs things.
Chicken head. I lost the head. I used to have 10 chickens, and I lost the head of. I lost 10 of my chickens, and I only have that one from the 2 of them with no heads anymore. But it's like, you ever hear the expression, chicken without a head? You're going around like a chicken without a head.
Yeah, with his head cut off. Yep. Yeah,
yes.
I do.
Right, and so it's a metaphor for the for how
society.
American society. I gotta work hard. You ever hear the expression, if you win the rat race, you're still a rat.
I haven't heard that one, but that makes sense.
It's very similar in that same vein. I mean, if we keep playing the game where it's so fast that it's more like a machine than something that's live with soul and magic, and that's what I'm trying to inspire is magic. So Unicorn is like a.
So you still believe magic still exists?
Oh,
right?
it does. It does. It does. You know, people are wondering. People ask the big questions all the time.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Right.
What does this all mean? And then they throw a monkey wrench in the.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm at that point. Like, why am I doing the same thing over? I need to throw the monkey wrench in.
But you do
You have
love
a
it.
monkey wrench?
No.
Of course, I love it. I love it like anything else. But you do something over and over and over and over and over. It becomes work. So you got to make it fun.
You gotta make it fun again.
Yes.
I understand. You say you've been doing it for 11 years, so I can see why you would say you trying to figure out other ways to make it fun. Let's talk about the sign.
Oh yeah.
You are already awake. That is a fact. So what inspired this sign?
Well, what I do also in a way is kind of a reminder of what people already know in their soul. So I'm just reminding people what they already know is that you're you know, we go on this journey, and like I'm going on my journey for the holy egg, the philosopher's stone, the holy grail. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But the truth is you already have it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm reminding myself, and then reminding other people.
Yeah.
We have it.
Right. I appreciate that. Word. So what can we expect next? I mean, we see you outside performing. What's next?
I don't know. I mean, I know that I'm not going to give up. I'll keep doing the same thing.
And why is that important for you? Well, never mind. You don't even have to explain that because you already said it.
Why is it important?
Yeah.
Well, life is short.
True.
You got, well, I mean, life is short. We're not here to like create a hell on the planet, even though some of us are unconsciously doing that.
it, yeah. So
we're here to create a heaven on this planet. So it's better to be aware of our divinity than our things that we feel guilty about. You know, our judgment, our fear, our lower self. People should take more time to become aware of their divinity rather than we unconsciously we're aware of like our self-judgment.
Yeah.
Our like I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of the light. I'm not worthy of the divinity of good people, being around good people. I'm not worthy of anything because my boss said I'm slow. My boss said I was slow. And I got to do more work to make my boss happy. And then you become the chicken without a head, and then where are you going then? I don't know. The gift is to realize that you have the gift. You are already awake. You want to create. The gift is I need to remember that I am creating the Holy Grail.
You're a hero. You're loved and you're appreciated.
Right. Do you guys have any questions for him? I am recording, so if you have questions, things you want to know, he may be able to answer.
God bless you.
Have a nice day.
We're heroes together.
Word. No questions?
Yeah. How do you make a living? How do you survive?
Well, I do have a bucket. I have a bucket.
Mostly tips.
I get tips off my website with the PayPal. So I get some percentage from YouTube, for some of the videos. I do also, on my own time, I edit videos, like wedding videos,
So you
infomercials.
upload your own videos to your own channel.
Yes.
Yeah. Most of the stuff I've seen,
Yeah.
it looks
So-
like it's just someone with their phone been taking it and uploading.
Yeah, and occasionally I do parties. I do parties, and I was on Adult Swim a few times. I've been on television.
So you get a lot of gigs.
Not a lot of gigs, just enough.
So where can we find you?
Matthew Silver on Google. There's my website, and then you'll see the Facebook link and the Instagram and YouTube.
So how, if people want to collab with you, like what should they do?
They should just message me on email or Instagram or Facebook. I'll answer.
Yeah, he does respond. He does respond. Thank you so much for having to sit down with me. Do you have anything else you want to say? Love is the answer, right?
Well, don't ask me. Is it right? Right for you?
That's true.
Cause that's it. You choose love. I mean, if you say, love is the answer, right? It's you choosing. You gotta choose love. It's not just saying, love is the answer. You're being aware of it. You're being conscious of it. You always have a choice.
True.
So if you, I mean, the truth is, like, even if you don't choose it, love is still there. But love comes tenfold when you choose it. Just like anything else.
That's true.
You're awake!
Hey. I'm the love god. Ha.